Is it one of his cards in the graveyard? No, it's a Karibo. So that's fine. I can actually exceed block with... I'm actually going to use Deep Sea Diva. And the reason is because I want his monster on the field so that I can proc the effect. Let's see. And then summon. Attack it again. Hey, how's it going everyone? It's Rolling Origami and I'm finally back with another video, and we're back doing Duel Links because I kept referencing this particular deck in my previous two videos, I think, because I really am very interested in this deck. I had been waiting for it because of the fact that you actually need a particular event skill, which is Territory of the Sharks from Shark Guy Reginald. So I actually had to wait until the last time he came over to the Duel world, and after I got him I started playing with this deck, which seems rather expensive with my deck list, but I assure you, you don't have to play so many URs. When I first played it, it was pretty much no URs, it was mostly SRs, and it worked pretty well too. So no worries on the end. As I talk you through some of the card selection, I will tell you exactly what I used to play and you know what you can use to replace it, yada yada. So let's get into it. I actually want to start off with the extra deck because I think it will make a lot more sense going through the extra deck first, so that you can actually see what we are trying to gun for when we use Territory of the Sharks and when we're doing our summons. These are the creatures that we actually want to bring out. So I'll actually start from the back. We have number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. Very long name, very interesting card. 2 level 4 water monsters. Oh, by the way, if I haven't mentioned it already, all the cards in this deck should be water monsters because you need all water monsters in your extra deck so that you can even activate Territory of the Sharks. Don't make the same mistake I did. I added a Steel Swarm Roach in it just to act cool, and you know, I went into a rank fight and there was just no Territory of the Sharks was not ready, and I was not ready for that. So, you know, wise men learn from their mistakes, wiser men learn from the mistakes of others. So don't do that. Make sure your extra deck is all water monsters, and it would be better if all of your normal creatures are water monsters as well, because that's like the whole theme of the deck. If you don't want to play water monsters, you might as well be playing on a Normatopia or something like that, you know? Play water monsters, play the sharks. Get the sharks, man. Don't try anything fancy. So back to this, number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. 2 level 4 water monsters. So quite a simple effect. Whether you or your opponent declares an attack, you know, you can detach 1 material in order to reduce the attack of all of your opponents face up monsters by 1000 attack during this turn. And additionally, when this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one other monster in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use the effect of number 37, Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark once per turn. Yes, that's a very long name. So usually when we say sharks, we usually mean this shark, even though there is a better shark, which is the next shark, number 32, Shark Drake. This is kind of supposed to be the boss monster. 3 level 4 monsters. Once per turn, when this attacking card destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, you can detach 1 exceed material from this card, special summon the destroyed monster on your opponent's side of the field in attack position, and it loses 1000 attack. If you do summon this way, this card can make a second attack during this battle phase. So essentially, if you attack and destroy one of your opponent's monsters, you can activate Shark Drake's effect, discard, put it back to the battlefield, minus 1000, and then attack it again. This is actually used to win games, and you're actually looking to deal that extra battle damage in order to secure the win. But I think in 99% of duels, it's best not to summon this because there are much better options. But you know, it's supposed to be the best shark card, and it's like his trademark card. I'm just gonna play one. I hope I don't ever have to use it though. So next up, we're actually very lucky. We actually got Abyss Dweller from the latest set. We didn't pull too many packs, but we were very lucky with Abyss Dweller and we just wanted to play one. So the effect is 2 level 4 monsters. While this card has an Exceed material attached to it that was originally water, all water monsters you control gain 500 attack, which is a great boost for most of your creatures. It should be all your creatures, by the way. All your creatures should be water. And once per turn during either player's turn, you can detach one Exceed material from this card. Any card effects that activate in your opponent's graveyard cannot be activated this turn. So prior to Abyss Dweller, there wasn't really too many good turn 1 plays. Now with Abyss Dweller, you can actually kind of lock out quite a few decks that combo off their graveyard. It stops them from doing a lot of shenanigans, and you know, having the ability to proc its effects at a lot of different timings within a usual turn can proc the Atlantean effects, which we will go through later. So it's definitely a good card to have in this deck. And we move on to this abomination, Graydle Dragon, this rare card, which is absolutely, in my opinion, the strongest card of this deck. I don't know why they made this rare, and I don't know why they reprinted it and put it in the selection box number 4. My god. So what you need for this synchro summon is one aqua type tuner, one or more non-tuner monsters, and this is a 8-star by the way. When this card is synchro summoned, you can target cards your opponent's controls up to the number of water monsters used for the synchro summon of this card, which I'm gonna say it's probably around 2, and destroy them. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can target one other water monster in your graveyard, special summon it, but its effects are negated. You can only use each effect of Graydle Dragon once per turn. So you notice here that Graydle Dragon from summon pops 2 cards right from the get-go, which is absolutely monstrous. It's a 3k attack. It's relatively easy to summon, as you'll see later on, and it can summon a water monster when it's destroyed. Usually you can summon back one of your synchro materials, or you can summon Tiger Shark. Like Tiger Shark can summon Graydle, Graydle can summon Tiger Shark, and it's a whole mess with that. And lastly, we have one Brionic, 6-star synchro, because sometimes you run out of Territory of the Sharks because you can only activate that effect twice. So this is a very good card to have. You can discard any number of cards to the graveyard, then target the same amount of cards your opponent controls and return those cards to the hand. So it kind of clears the field in a sense back to your opponent's hand, especially if you're going for a 1-turn kill. So with that, we know we're looking at generally going for the number 37 Hope Woven Dragon Spider Shark. I just like saying that, man. I just do, sue me. As well as Graydle Dragon if there are things to pop. We can have Abyss Dweller as a turn 1 play, and to negate combos, Brionic and the Shark Drake are more or less, you know, tech picks. So moving on to the main deck. So we have Deep Sea Diva, which we pulled 2 of in our last video, the pack opening for selection box number 4. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. It was a really great pull, really great pack opening. Man, we pulled some good stuff, and I'm so thankful that the stuff we pull are actually useful, and I really want to use this in my deck. So the effect is when this card is normal summon, you can special summon one level 3 or lower Sea Serpent type monster from your deck. So the possible targets are another Deep Sea Diva or one of the Atlantean monsters. So with one summon, you can get another one from your deck. So technically that's a +1. And it just so happens that these Sea Serpent type monsters are the Atlanteans, which have a effect which I will share right now. So Atlantean Marksman, and we look to the bottom, the main effect that we are concerned with when this card is sent to the graveyard to activate a water monster's effect. Target one set card your opponent controls and destroy that target. Atlantean Heavy Infantry's effect is the same, but instead of targeting a set card, it targets a face-up card. And they are both Sea Serpents that are under 3 stars, which is able to be targeted by Deep Sea Diva's effect. So essentially the combo is you summon a Deep Sea Diva, hopefully you can see what's on your opponent's field, you choose one of the Atlantean creatures that can destroy something, You activate Territory of the Sharks, which makes both creatures 4 stars, so from then on you can actually Exceed summon into either the Shark or a Beast Dweller usually, and you can proc the Exceed effect, discard the Atlantean monster and destroy something on your opponent's field. So that's the main purpose of Deep Sea Diva. Before I got my Deep Sea Divas, I was playing Hammer Shark. So Hammer Shark is free to play, I think it's from the card trader. The effect is once per turn you can reduce the level of this card by 1, and if you do, special summon 1 level 3 or lower water monster from your hand. So if you're free to play, do play Hammer Shark instead of the Deep Sea Diva. You can summon Hammer Shark, activate its effect, put down the Atlantean from your hand and then synchro from there. So it's the same. The main difference is that you can't search out from your deck, and it's also not a +1 in the way that Deep Sea Diva is. But Hammerhead Shark in certain scenarios can actually be better than Deep Sea Diva, because Deep Sea Diva only allows you to target Sea Serpent monsters. However, Hammer Shark states a level 3 or lower water monster, and that enables it to special summon Graydle Slime Jr. My god, these names are really throwing me off. Which will enable you to do Territory of the Sharks and summon Graydle Dragon. So that is Deep Sea Diva. Next we have Silent Angler, really key card in this deck in terms of consistency. If you control a water monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, but you cannot special summon monsters from your hand for the rest of the turn. i.e. you can only special summon once for that turn. So if you actually draw 2 monsters including 1 Silent Angler, most of the times you don't even need like Deep Sea Diva's effect or Graydle's effect or any other effect to get you that second monster on the field. You can special summon Angler, same thing, Territory of the Sharks, get your shark out, man. So we already went through Atlantean Marksman, Atlantean Heavy Infantry, mostly used as the Exceed material in order to, proc their effect, destroy something. And then another ridiculous card in Graydle Slime Jr., rare card, Aqua Tuner, which pretty much just means it's used to summon Graydle Dragon. But it does have a lot of nifty effects, like when this card is normal summon, you can target 1 Graydle monster from your graveyard. And for the rest of the turn, you cannot special summon other monsters except water monsters, which your cards are all water monsters already, and also special summon that monster. So if you have a Graydle Dragon in your graveyard, you summon Graydle Slime Jr., you get a Graydle Dragon. And also you can special summon from your hand 1 Aqua type monster, same level as the monster special summon with this card's effect, which we don't care about. When this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Graydle monster from your deck. So if it dies, you can summon Graydle again. It's quite defensive in that sense, but the main purpose is still just getting Graydle Dragon out. Okay, so for back row in this deck, there's only one that is important. It's Graydle Impact. You can target 1 other Graydle card you control, 1 card your opponent controls, destroy them, and face add a Graydle card. So it's sort of a search sometimes, and if I had 3, I would play 3, but I only have 2. So in my opinion, the rest of the back row cards can be anything that you want that best fits the deck. You can play whatever of your best traps you have, maybe Cosmic, maybe Karma card if you want. However, I think there are some recommended ones for the deck. Usually people run Forbidden Lands. Target 1 face up, the effect makes it immune from other spell and trap cards, because with the Woven Dragon Spider Shark, right, you are getting 1000 off your opponent. So sometimes, or if not most of the times, you can take that 800 reduced attack and do just fine, but the immunity to spells and traps from your opponent is really good. The other card that people actually do like, Canadia, if I'm not wrong. So Canadia, it's almost like a Book of Moon. It flips your opponent's card face down in defense, but if I'm not mistaken, most people really want to play this card because it summons an Aqua type monster, which is a water type, when you actually proc another spell. So I only have 1 Canadia, which is why I'm not playing it. If I had more Canadia and if I was playing more traps, I would play it. But if you look at my deck, if I only play 1 Canadia, the effect is never gonna proc, so there's no point for me. I just play 3 Book of Moon because I pulled it and I just want to try it out, like see how effective it is. And sometimes it's really helpful because certain monsters' effects are really annoying that I can't deal with. I flip them face down and then Graydle can just destroy face down creatures, right? So pops them off. or even like Atlantean Marksman, so that makes life a lot easier. And then I play an Exceed block because I don't know what else to play. I think negating a monster effect is pretty important, which is something I lack in my deck, and which is why I play it. So that's it. We have to play Territory of the Sharks. It doesn't really work without Territory of the Sharks, which you need from the event. If you don't have it, don't worry, the event will come back, and when it does, make sure to get Regional Shark and as well as Territory of Sharks as a skill. So this is definitely not a competitive deck. I'm in gold right now, which is one rank higher than I usually am. Usually I've been playing my duels in silver. I'm glad I'm in gold, so hopefully we'll get a few better duels as compared to last time, but you know, we'll see how it goes. We just really want to showcase the deck. There's no point in showing you a duel where the deck doesn't really shine, but please make sure to not treat this as a King of Games deck. It is not a King of Games deck. At least not in my hands, maybe in the hands of a skilled duelist. In my hands, every deck is a silver deck, man. So we're going up against Yusei Fudo, and we're going first. We don't really have a good hand because there's no way for us to exceed this turn. So I'm gonna set Book of Moon, and I'm gonna set Graydle Slime Jr. because it's a more defensive setup. And just end my turn. So that's pretty unfortunate because usually we'll be able to summon 2 monsters on one turn and then subsequently exceed from there and then have a good starting point for the duel. He plays Junk Synchron and then summons a Junk Servant, so he's probably going to synchro something. 7 stars, maybe Stardust. Let's watch the animation. Nope, he gets Junk Berserker, so let me read the effect. Banish 1, target face up monster your opponent controls at the start of the damage. If it destroys it, okay, I have no issues with that. He can destroy my Graydle Slime Jr. all he wants. You know, I have no issue with that. I don't want to waste my Book of Moon on this kind of monster. So he ends his turn, it's our turn. Hopefully we draw something useful. Oh no. Oh no. We draw another Atlantean Marksman. So this is really quite a bricky starting hand because usually we can come flying off the bat. You know, first turn summon and exceed, and then we're going at it. Now we can't even, you know, set up something. So there's no point for me to Book of Moon the Maiden because the Maiden's point is to summon the Blue Eyes, and he's going to summon the Blue Eyes anyway, so let him do it. So as you can see, even in gold, it's not a very competitive deck. We're not coming up against very competitive decks. I should probably have Book of Moon, one of those, so that I could actually have 2 creatures the following turn, but you know, it's fine. Live and learn, live and learn. I always found Yusei and 5Ds in general quite an interesting concept because it's such a strange jump from having Jaden, you know, high school and the whole Duel shenanigans into a place where it didn't really make sense, especially in the anime where we're looking at motorcycles. Oh man. It's a definitely very interesting arc in Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's really very strange. Okay, so Junk Synchron doesn't have enough attack to actually break through my Atlantean, so I'm gonna put Berserker down into defense, face down defense. He takes that 300 from attacking into the Atlantean. Hopefully it'll be my turn and we can see what this deck can do. So we draw another Graydle. I'm gonna summon the Graydle, proc Graydle's effect, summoning another Graydle in defense just for the lols. Activate Territory of the Sharks. So it's gonna be quite a waste using the Atlantean as a synchro tribute instead of an exceed material because it doesn't proc the effect. However, it's because I'm trying to go for a complete field wipe. That is why I have chosen to not use Atlantean in that way. So I'm gonna try to pop his maiden. He's gonna summon the blue eyes. You know, same stuff. I'm actually gonna run my Graydle Dragon into his blue eyes so that I can actually summon something back because I have a Graydle in my hand. Let me summon Atlantean in defense.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Okay, that was a bad move. Atlantean is defense 0. My god, I should probably start reading. Do you even read, bro? Okay, it seems like he doesn't have anything good because he actually puts a monster in face down defense position. And so maybe for this one I'll try to do an exceed summon. Because you see we put marksman on the field, right? We can do an exceed. I could potentially win the game on this turn with Shark Drake, assuming that his monster isn't good. And I'm gonna risk it for the biscuit. Oh no, he has something in his hand. It's probably a Karibo. Does his deck actually play Karibos? I mean, he must have some activatable effect right now. Oh, is it one of his cards in the graveyard? No, it's a Karibo. So that's fine. I can actually exceed block with... I'm actually going to use Deep Sea Diva. And the reason is because I want his monster on the field so that I can proc the effect. Now see? And then summon... Attack it again. Okay, I think I miscalculated. I didn't get enough. Didn't get enough firepower to actually end him during that turn, but you know, it's okay. That actually means we probably made the wrong move in using Shark Drake. We probably should have gotten some other one of the exceeds. But maybe he has nothing. No response. Do we take the win? I hope so, you say, Skylar. That's right, we get the win. Probably close his app, which is unfortunate. And there we go. As you can see, I'm not a very good player. That wasn't a very competitive game, but at least, you know, you can see the mechanics of what I'm actually doing when I'm playing this deck. Deep Sea Divas, activating the skill, you know, synchro summoning or exceed summoning, all of that. So if you have any questions about the deck, make sure to leave it down in the comment section below, and I'll try to discuss with you guys and see what explanations I can offer, you know. Okay, so for this duel, we're going up against Maximilian Pegasus, and I'm going first again. Oh my god. So this deck actually prefers going second, but you know, going first isn't that bad. We get Deep Sea Diva, which is a good opening because we can get our Atlantean heavy infantry. Let's activate Graydle Impact. Territory of the Sharks in order to synchro summon Abyss Dweller. And then we're gonna Book of Moon, set Book of Moon, as well as Forbidden Lands. So with Graydle Impact, we can get one Graydle Slime Jr. So actually I was pretty tempted to play like cards like Karma Card and things that require this card. Let me read this. Bingo Machine. Oh man, I don't know, man. I can't do anything. This is like the Noble Knights card, isn't it? Your opponent chooses one, but you know, what difference does it make? Cards of Consonance, draw 2. You can see he has something in his graveyard. So we have to make sure to be using Abyss Dweller's effect this turn. I'm gonna let him proc whatever because we can't negate it, and if he summons it, then we can destroy the bigger monster. So he's gonna end his turn. I'm gonna proc Abyss Dweller to destroy heavy infantry and take out his Sages of Blue Eyes. And that's not the main purpose. The main purpose is actually to prevent the White Stone of Ancients from proccing the effect during his end phase. So what I can do now is actually create another synchro with Deep Sea Diva. Alternatively, I could have summoned Graydle Slime and then popped it with Graydle Impact in order to destroy one of his set cards, but I think this is generally the safer play. We're gonna get our Woven Dragon Spider Shark because this gives us enough damage on the board at least to actually end the game. So I'm gonna go with the shark first, in case he's able to summon something. So in this case he's doing Econ, and I can actually land my shark in order to not have it be affected by Econ and continue the attack, and that's important because this is lethal damage if it goes through. And it does. Bye bye Pegasus, be set swimming with the sharks. Yep, so that's the shark deck I've been having a lot of fun with. You need the event character as well as the skill, but other than that it's very free to play. don't take my deck list as the be all end all and it seems very pay to win. There are a lot of substitutes to these cards. Like I said, Hammer Shark, a lot of the other random sharks. I think Mermaid Shark is one of them that can be used as a replacement as well. Any good back row fits in there, although you do prefer Lance and maybe Canadia, but you see, I'm not playing Canadia either. So the main thing is really ultimately still having the skill, territory of the sharks, as well as the exceeds to summon them. The rest of the cards are very interchangeable, and with that, I hope you learned something from this video. I hope you really enjoy my content so far, because I've been just trying to push out what I think is fun and what I enjoy doing. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to try out this deck if you do have the chance. It's fun, it's not that competitive, but it's entertaining and I like entertaining. And also let me know what decks you might want to see in the future, or even what games or what type of videos you want me to make, because definitely I will try my best to provide more entertaining content. And I would also like to take the opportunity to thank my subscribers and supporters. It's been 6 months since I started the channel. It was meant to be more of for me to try it out, do a little bit of what I like and share that joy with others. Really appreciate all of you being here, supporting the channel, subscribing, giving it a like. And if you're new here, if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. So I will continue to make mobile gaming content that I enjoy, and I also hope that it will be something that you guys will enjoy. I hope you guys continue to support the channel. It really brings me a lot of joy to be able to do this. Thank you. Stay safe. Bye bye.